Well, hello there guys, welcome back to another new career mode series, the last one now that we are going into FIFA 14 in the next few weeks. I had to think of a series that would really end the whole season, I guess, this season of FIFA 13, bring it to a nice ending, and I thought, you know what, let's go on Twitter and see what you guys want. Now there was two things that really popped up a lot. One of them was a Super League style career mode, which as you can see in the title, that's what we've gone for. The other option was a Road to Glory with a low league team. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, this time last night I was recording a Road to Glory. I did actually start one, but I just was not enjoying it at all. You know, I spent hours making the videos and stuff, and at the end of it I wasn't happy. I felt that I didn't put enough effort into it because, well, if you're not enjoying something, right, you don't put your effort in. So, unfortunately, that was scrapped, and I've gone with the Super League idea. So, if you're unaware of what that is, basically, if you look on the screen now, the league, which I've picked Serie A because I am Juventus, as you can see in the title as well. A Super League is where you just fill that particular league with very good teams, the best teams in the game. So hopefully you guys aren't going to be pissed that some teams aren't there and some teams are. It's just what I wanted to put in, and it's just easier to do it this way, just to go ahead and do it. So sorry if your team isn't there. So at the top there, going downwards, we've got Ajax, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, CSKA, we've got Chelsea, Barcelona, Bayern, Copenhagen, FC Porto, we've got Inter, Juventus, Man City, Man United, Marseille, Napoli, PSG, Real Madrid, Benfica and Zenit. Now there was one mistake, but it's too late to change it, and that was Inter Milan. I didn't want to have Inter Milan in there, but unfortunately I did actually forget to swap those out. But that's okay, because Inter is still a very decent team. And it's good to have a couple of teams that, you know, will bubble around at the bottom. You know, if you look at Copenhagen there, Inter, maybe Benfica and Zenit, you know, they're going to be near the bottom, I would say, because they're not the strongest out of the other teams here. And Arsenal, you know, they're probably going to be at the bottom. So it should make it interesting. It's going to be a real tough fight. Also Ajax, obviously, they're not as strong as most of the other teams in here as well. But it should be interesting to see how the league looks at the end. So this series is going to be one season. It's going to be 2 games live every single episode, except from this one, because I have a question for you guys, and we will get to that shortly. So we've jumped into the team here. I want to explain to you my thinking behind the 3-5-2 formation I've put out here with the players in each position. So this is my starting 11 for the start of the season. However, as you know, we are in the transfer window right now, and that means that was the question I've got for you guys. I've got a list of players that I'd love you to leave a comment about and tell me which ones you want me to sign. But first of all, let's go through the squad. We've got Buffon in goal. We've got Caceres, I'm saying his name wrong, I know. Ogbonna and Chiellini, or Chiellini, however you like to say it. It's a very strong 3 at the back there. It's, I think, probably one of the strongest in the game, those 3. It's just so balanced, very pacey, very strong, everything you'd want. We've then got Pirlo, arguably my favourite player in FIFA for over the last few years. Not so much in this game, but in FIFA 12 he was just astonishingly good. He's still good though, obviously. Next to Vidal, who for me is probably the most balanced player in the game, playing in the middle there. You've got Isla out on the right, Asamoah on the left, Marquisio in the middle, who I'm a big fan of as well. And then we have the new signings, Tevez and Llorente, both partnering up front for striking. And obviously we've got Ogbonna, who is a new signing for Juventus, if you didn't know that. Some people might be watching this and thinking, what the fuck, why have you got Tevez and Ogbonna? They've actually signed for Juventus, which is awesome. Then on the substitutions, we've got Bonucci, Barzagli, Pogba, Lichtsteiner, Giovinco, Vucinic, and I've actually got to put someone else on, but I did actually sell Anelka. I sold Anelka and the guy who went to Sunderland, or is it Sunderland, Giacorini or something like that. So I've sold those 2 just to give my my series kind of semi-realism. But don't forget, this isn't FIFA 14, so the squads just aren't up to date, which is a shame. But it's a very strong squad. But now I'm going to go ahead and show you the shortlist of players that I'd love you to let me know which ones you'd like. So here we go, guys. We have 9 players listed down here in my shortlist. If there is any player that you would like me to buy, leave a comment now. Look down this list and tell me who you would like. We've got Ozil, we've got Koscielny, Benatia, I think that is how you say it. He's a very good player. Whenever I've done other career modes, I did actually play around with the Man United one once. I bought this guy and he was crazy good. We've got Song, we've got Khedira, Benat, who I kind of see him as a replacement for Pirlo. He'll sit in that midfield role and he'll be that playmaker that Pirlo is. Then we've got Di Maria for right midfielder. We've got Lamela, who can play in the middle and down on the right. And then up front, the mighty Ibrahimovic. These are all very good players, and I think they're the kind of players I would like to bring in this series. It doesn't matter about realism. Let's go mental, buy some good players, because we need to make this team as strong as possible to have a chance of beating all of these great teams in this Super League, including Barcelona, Madrid, United, City. You know, there's a lot of very good teams out there. I do believe Ibrahimovic has just signed for PSG. So what I'm going to do in this episode is I'm actually going to try and get Ibrahimovic on loan and see what happens. It is very, very unlikely. But, you know, if I give him a bonus per goal, full season, future fee, let's go with 25, I might just about get him. And there's my budget, by the way. I have £97 million and 350,000. I did actually buy the financial takeover just because, well, I haven't used them all and we're already coming to the end of the game. So I thought, why not? Let's use it now. And we can make this series even more interesting by buying loads of players. So I'm going to go ahead and submit that offer. That is the way we're going to kick off this series. And now we're going to start the first game. Right, it looks like we're not going to be able to get in the game just yet because PSG have emailed us back. And they have said that they don't want to be letting Ibrahimovic go out on loan. So it's going to have to be a different striker. So what I'm going to do is actually go for a different signing here, because I think it'd be a good idea to get someone in nice and early before I have to wait for your feedback, because my new internet at this house is pretty bad. So uploading takes a lot longer. So I'm going to go for Ozil instead. I think this is a player I've always wanted to make a signing of in a career mode. Big fan of this guy. If you get him on his left foot, he is, I'd say, arguably one of the best players in the game. Shame about his weak foot problems, but I think he will be a great signing because Marquisio does get tired quickly with the high work rates. Maybe that's what we need, a different cam. Wow, I thought they'd actually go for that, but they've actually come back with 37.5, which I'm just going to go ahead and pay. I think he's worth it. He'll be an absolutely great player. And while we're here, I just want to say, guys, if there isn't anyone on the list, on my shortlist, that you don't want to see, if there's anyone else that you would like me to buy that isn't on that list, do let me know in the comments, because I'll be reading through them. Anyone in the game that you'd like me to buy, leave a comment right now. Go, go, go! And they've gone ahead and accepted it. I gave them exactly what they wanted. I don't know what I'm going to set his squad role to. I think I might actually just leave it and see what happens. I'm going to bump his wages up to 115. I think that should be okay. Because the problem I've got if I do sign Ozil is then I've got to balance the team out with him and Marquisio, which it can be more difficult than you think because they're both very good players and they should actually be in the first team together. So we'll work around it. Boom, straight away. We've got the deal. We've closed it. We've got 59 million left, but loads of wages, so we can always draw down on that. So again, if any player in the game I can afford right now, go for it. Let me know, guys. And while you're down there, I'd really appreciate a like on the first episode of this new series. But let's go ahead and get Ozil in this team. So we're going to switch out Rubinho. Obviously, we're not going to be using him. And by the way, we've got Bokier on the reserves. I think I've said that wrong. Bokier, I think it might be. This guy is absolutely amazing on this game. His finishing is so good for such a young rated player. And we've also got Gabriela Pelt. This guy has signed for Juventus as one of the youngest bright stars in the future from Brazil. So he's going to be looking very decent in the near future. Maybe in FIFA 14, he's a kind of signing you'd want to make early on when the game is released. But anyway, Ozil is going to be... He's going to have to be on the team somewhere. It's just about fitting him in, really. Where can Marquisio play? Let's see if he can play on the right. He's just more of a CM, isn't he? Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one to try and balance here. I'll use Marquisio and Ozil together, really. I think it'll be switching him in, switching him out. You know, Marquisio can play as a CDM, I guess. And then we could push, what's his name, Ozil behind the strikers. And I do really think a new striker will help. I do like Llorente, but, you know, pace is pretty much everything on this game. And he will lose the ball a lot, but very good in the air. So if you can think of any players that are good in the air, tall and strong and fast, then I think they would be a perfect player. I've got a few I can think of, but I want you guys to contribute to this series, which would be awesome. The other thing about the cam I've bought is Pirlo is 33 years old, so he is going to be declining. If so, Marquisio drops down and Ozil plays as cam. That should work nicely. So here we go, guys, kicking off the first game of the Super League. Who's it going to be? It's the mighty FC Porto. And it's also Ozil's debut for the Juventus. This is the first game of the season, so it's very important we get off to a good start here and hopefully get those 3 points. And bear in mind, guys, we're not going to be playing any cup matches. I'm not in the Champions League or anything like that. This series is fully focused on the league, the Super League. Outside the foot. Come on, Isla. Oh, it's a great save. That is a really great start from us here. Pirlo's going to whip this one in. Look at the curve on that. Come on. Back out to Tevez. Hits it with his right foot. Oh my God, he's actually got it in. He's actually scored. 10 minutes in and we are 1-0 up already. Fantastic. Tevez smashes it with his right foot. He's only got 3-star weak foot. I want to get him on his right foot as much as I can. Look at that. The keeper had no chance. Within 10 minutes, we scored our first goal of the season. Porto, you're going down, motherfuckers. Uh-oh, Porto are breaking. 3 at the back formation. I'm leaving space. It's not good. Oh my God, Buffon. Was that going in? I think it was just sneaking in. That would have been 1-1 after the exact same time. 10-minute gap. Get that one out. Come on, lads. Come on. Don't let them get any space. Fernando, lose it. Yes, Chiellini, you overpowered mother. What a pass that is. Oh no. Oh wow. I'm getting lucky here. This could easily be 2-1 to them, to be honest. But guys, this is exactly what I wanted in this series. A real challenge. And this is just against Porto. No disrespect to them, but they're not even in the top 10 teams, I'd say, in this league. Actually, maybe they are just. Not even the top 6 though. There's some very strong teams and they are really putting up a fight here. Come on, Pirlo. Oh, the pace just isn't there. So some of you might be wondering why I picked Juventus. Now, if you watch my videos a lot, you'll know that Juventus are my favourite team on FIFA. I think they're the most balanced, the most fun. They have every player in the right positions that are strong. Everyone is just so good in this team, and I really enjoy playing with them. And especially the stadium, I think it's awesome. Yes, cross it in. Llorente. Wow, Helton has produced another incredible save. I thought that was in. Few players are getting tired. Let's make some changes, make sure they're fit for the next game, which I think is Atletico Madrid, which is a big one. Let's bring Isla off and put on Lichtsteiner. I'm going to give, I think Pirlo, no, I'm going to give Vidal a rest and use Pogba. And we're going to bring on Marquisio. Let's compare Ozil and Marquisio. Ozil has made a great impact, a few amazing passes, but nothing too special. Let's see if Marquisio can go one better and score or set up a goal, which would be nice. What a pass. What a pass from Marquisio. What a save. He's pushed it onto the post, but straight away Marquisio is getting involved in this game more than Ozil was. Llorente, come on. You're kidding me. Helton is on fire. This is unbelievable stuff from him. 7 saves. Come on, Chiellini. Again, Helton saves it. And he grabs it from the air, but it's too late. I think the referee's going to blow that whistle as soon as he kicks it out. Is that it? No, Pogba's going to receive it. Come on, let's get another attack. Llorente, I can see Tevez making a run. Come on. We're going to cross this one back in. It's a good cross. Oh my God. Porto have been hanging on for so long in this match, but the referee puts the whistle to his mouth, and that is it. We win our first game, guys. That was an incredibly entertaining match for me. I really enjoyed that. I hope you did too. We finish 1-0. But again, guys, a reminder, please do leave a comment. Tell me any players you'd like me to buy for this last series of FIFA 13 Career Mode. Leave a like while you're at it. I'd really appreciate it. Maybe we could hit 5,000 likes for this first episode. And if so, I will guarantee a video very soon. Tomorrow, hopefully, of the Juventus Super League Episode 2. Thank you so much for watching it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one very soon.